Good morning, everybody out there. I wanted to do a quick update, and it has to be quick because I have somebody coming over for DD services stuff for my kids. But it's been a while since I've done an update, and I also have not put much on my YouTube channel lately, and I'm thinking about uploading this as a brief, short update. I am working on getting some videos together so that I can show everybody what we did this summer and how we're all doing. This summer was really crazy and stressful, but we did get to do a lot of fun things as well. So I want you guys to be able to see that. But first off, I spent most of the time last year talking about the stuff that was going on with the school system and trying to get set up for services here and all the bumps and frustrations and issues that I had, and sad to say that things have not gotten any better. In fact, this summer was beyond frustrating, and it's almost got to a boiling point now that school has started that I don't even know that I want to live here anymore. I'm so over it. I'm so done with dealing with people who don't know how to do their jobs, dealing with people who don't want to take responsibility for their actions and want to point fingers and blame, dealing with mistakes being made by people in leadership positions, people who are losing paperwork, having to redo questionnaires and interviews over and over and over again, and still not getting a single bit of services. People waiting to the last minute to try to schedule and change schedules, transportation, leaving my kids stranded and no way of getting home, or just plain not showing up. Just having to repeat myself the same information over and over and over again and still not getting it right. But the biggest issues that have happened have reached a huge boiling point that I have reached out to some higher people in authority. First off, Nehemiah was left by a bus driver at school after they were asked not to leave and to call the office and ask for him to be brought out. He was still left by himself. And then yesterday, my kindergarten, Obadiah, walked out of the school and home, 3/4 of a mile home, by himself, and nobody knew he had done that. And thank God I was home and was here to get him, because who knows what would happen if I hadn't. And literally, if he had been only a few minutes later, I would have been gone, because I was going out the door to a doctor's appointment when he showed up at my house, and nobody at the school even knew he wasn't there, or that he had walked off of school property. And when I went to go talk to the school about it, I didn't even given a chance to share what happened, what my thoughts were. I was told that it was my 5-year-old's fault, and he had been talked to about it so that he didn't do it again. Yeah, I'm not happy. And two days back to back, my kids have been left, and both times I was told it was the kids' fault, not anybody else's fault. So, with a combination of, you guys know, because you've been following me, of what all I've been fighting for, those were like just the last straw for me. I definitely would appreciate your prayers that we find the best way to take care of this issue. I'm overly upset. I'm livid. And I'm over it. I just don't know how much more. My blood pressure is sky high because I really have been patient. I've tried to work through these things. I spent probably 40 hours or more on the phone doing interviews to turn around and not be able to get respite care, to not be able to get CBRS for my kids, to not be able to get consistent counseling because they can't keep a regular appointment every week, to have therapists who don't schedule for changes in summer when I try for 2-3 weeks to get stuff set up for school, and then it takes 2 weeks just to set up transportation for those things, to have transportation leave my son at his appointment for 2 hours instead of bringing him home because they screwed up his ride home, to have and he's 6 years old. I could go on and on and on. I've had to redo paperwork because they lost stuff for releases of information. I had to redo all new paperwork for releases of information just 2 weeks after I had done them because they said, oh, well, this is a different department, even though it's the same building and the authorization was for the same company, and there's no differentiation on the releases of information. It just says the name of the company, period. Medical records have been lost. I've had doctors completely blow me off and my kids, and yeah, I'm over it. I'm so over all of this nonsense. So keep an eye out for those updates, and I will show you what fun things that we did over the summer. But we're really talking and trying to figure out what we're going to do, because I can't continue to spend all of my time and energy fighting with adults who aren't doing their jobs just to have my kids taken care of, and then them not even get the services that I've spent a year trying to work on getting them. So, yeah. I hope you guys are doing well and that your guys' schools have started out okay, and I'll see you guys later.